Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue our month-long look at Star Wars leading all the way up to Christmas, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars Retro Collection Return of the Jedi 6-pack. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Alright, taking a closer look at the front of the package here, you do see that it says Star Wars Return of the Jedi Retro Collection and has all 6 characters on the front. Admiral Akbar, Yak Face, Mon Mothma, Wicket, Mon Mothma, who we haven't had before, Wicket, Royal Guard, and of course the Gamorrean Guard. On the side it just says Star Wars Return of the Jedi. There's the bottom, there's the other side, and on the back it's the same as the front, or the front is the same as the back. Oh, look at that right there. Look at all those beautiful portraits on the front, on the top of the box. That just looks incredible. I'm really excited to see Mon Mothma. So let's get this box opened up and take a closer look. All right, starting off with the Gamorrean Guard here. This is one of my favorite characters from when I was a kid. I love this retro sticker here on the front. Nothing going on the back except for just a little write-up about each one of the, just a little write-up that says what other characters are in the lineup. And then we have Admiral Akbar here. I love this card art. I love this little staff that he comes with, which is really cool. Same thing on the back. Here we have Mon Mothma, who's like the star of the show because we never got her when we were kids. Of course, she's going to come with a blaster because, you know, Mon Mothma was a gunslinger. Same thing going on in the back there. Here we have Wicket. Oh man, this just brings back so many memories. I remember getting Wicket at the same time for Christmas that I got the Ewok Village. So that's really exciting. I'm really glad to have him in my retro collection again. Man, the Royal Guard here. Look, my card art on this one is the card on this one's a little bent up. But it's okay. I'm going to open almost all of these. And this is definitely one I'm going to be opening up. So I think the only one that I'm not going to open is this guy here, Yak Face. I love this bright pink color on the background and on the nameplate. And yeah, I think I'm going to keep this guy in the package. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I think I just want to keep him carded. Taking a closer look at each one of the characters individually, here we are starting off with the Gamorrean Guard. And I really hate that the Gamorrean Guard and the Imperial, or the Emperor's Royal Guard are, you know, army builders, or at least I'd like to have 2 of each. And they come in this 6-pack, and that's the only way you can get them. Hopefully they'll release them in a single carded wave later. But yeah, he has the same articulation that we had when we were kids. He does come with this really nice hand axe here, which is really cool. I love that it's got that kind of swirly plastic, because that kind of does look a little bit like metal, which I think is really neat. And let's just see if we can pop this in his hand. And there you have it. He is looking really, really cool. And I dig this guy. One of my favorites. Here we have Admiral Akbar. He is looking really nice. I like the color here, the white and that tan with that yellow stripe down the side. You know, same articulation that we had as kids. These are just 5 points of articulation. I love this little hip detail here. It looks really nice. All the sculpted detail on his hands. Man, I love this figure. And of course, we have to have his command baton, or whatever this is. You know, it's a, you know, what do we want to call this thing? Like some sort of taser stick or something. Maybe he points at a map with it. Points out traps. On space maps with this thing. It's a laser pointer. Here we have Mon Mothma, who we've never gotten before, but I'm really glad that they included her because she's definitely a huge part of the Rebel Alliance. And you can see all the sculpted detail with her robes. You can see that they are just slabs, and they do kind of move forward in how she bends, because we're only going to get that, you know, 5 points of articulation here. But man, she is really cool. I'm not sure why they decided to give her a blaster. This is just always, you know, something that has plagued, you know, the action figure world since we were kids, is that everybody has to come with a blaster or some sort of weapon. I don't know what that says about us, but yeah, she has no reason to come with a blaster. I don't think she's ever picked up a blaster in her life, even in the Andor show. All right, here we have Wicket, just looking so wicked. Man, he looks great. I love this little Oh, look at that cute little teddy bear guy right there. He looks awesome. There's actually some stitching work on the on his little hood, which is really nice. Arms move, little legs move, and this guy only has 4 points for articulation because you're not getting any articulation in that. Here's his little staff. No paint on there at all. It's just that's how it was. With the retro figures, that's what we get today. But yeah, no movement in his head at all. But yeah, he can hold his staff pretty well. It doesn't feel like it's going to pop out. Here we have the Royal Guard looking really nice. I like how they have his robes wrapped around the back. And these robes actually do feel the same way they did when I remember them feeling when I was a kid. He's got quite a bit of robe here to kind of get around and underneath and to be able to get to the articulated parts of the figure. But yeah, this robe looks really nice. It's nice and big and does have a really nice wraparound for him. Although the arm kind of helps hold the robe down. Here's a look at his staff, but you can only hold his staff with the arm out forward, so I don't know how well the robe is going to stay on your shelf, but it does look really nice. Man, I love that helmet. I love this guy. It does stay wrapped around pretty well, so no complaints there. And then finally, we're just going to look again here at Yak Face in the package because I'm not going to open him up. I love this artwork here, which looks digitally created. Doesn't look like the animatronic that was on set. I love those gnarly hands he has. Look at that staff. I guess I never realized the staff he came with. I never had this guy when I was a kid, and I think that's probably why I want to keep him in the package. But there is a complete look at all of the characters that you do get in this really nice box set. I think it's pretty fantastic. The price point on this it's really good too. I think it's like $70 and you get 6 figures, so you're basically getting them for like around $11 or $12 each, and that's not bad. I think that's a pretty good value for these particular characters, and I'm glad to have this wave in particular on my shelf. And there's so many from Return of the Jedi that I would love to have as well. But these are this is an amazing set, and I really dig it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.